I've built a 7-figure agency in 2 years and have worked with some of the biggest brands and companies in the entire industry. And I can tell you for sure that you are literally one connection away from your dream life, your dream business, and maybe even your dream wife. I was able to do this incredibly fast, and if I was starting over, this is what I do to build a valuable network in 30 days. So we've all heard success is when preparation meets opportunity. But what do you actually prepare for? And what's the opportunity that's gonna help you become more successful, especially when it comes to building a $1 million network? It can be literally anything. And the very first thing you need to do, step one, is become valuable. So how do you become valuable? Well, what I did was I learned a highly valued skill, okay? A high income skill, okay? So back when I was first starting, I didn't have many skills, but I had a bunch of different skills and I was resourceful. I had a lot of time to spend researching and planning and preparing on how to create content. I was filming my own videos, creating my own social media, creating my own fitness vlogs on my own YouTube channel. And on the side, as a full-time job, I was door knocking and doing door-to-door sales. I had sales skills, okay? I also had marketing skills, branding, content, but I didn't have the right vehicle. And it wasn't until I used those skills to get in front of my former mentor where I emailed him and said, hey, here's what I'm doing. I don't know if you're hiring or not, but here's how I can help you. And I'm gonna follow up with you until I get an interview. But in that email, I demonstrated value. I showed him my social media. I showed him what I was doing. I showed him what I was building. And I showed him how I can help bring value to his business. I was speaking in the interests of him. And as a result, I was able to get an interview with him and become a mentee of a millionaire. But it wasn't until I became valuable and had skills. So the very first thing you want to do is actually become valuable. What are you good at? Maybe you're not good at anything, but you know a bunch of people who are good at something. That's another way to become valuable. Because if you introduce someone who's a friend of yours who's great at something that can help this person who's really successful to improve what they're doing, well, now you become the middleman and you're the guy that they remember introduced each other to each other. So even if you don't have any skills, who do you know? Start tapping into that network and connecting people together, because the more people you can help by bringing them together, the more people who will help you back. So those are just a few ways to become more valuable, to get yourself introduced to more millionaires. Because again, people like people who can help them achieve their goals. And if you can be that person to somebody, then obviously they're gonna take you more seriously. So once you have value, okay, and you have a few people in your network that you're providing value to, you got some good momentum. But one of the fastest ways to shortcut your success and get into the rooms, the social circles, the networks, the masterminds, the events, the programs where all of the people you look up to are in, that you wanna work with, that you wanna become friends with, that you wanna hang out with, the easiest way to do that is step two. You gotta pay to play, okay? Because free will only get you so far. But when you pay to play, you're paying for speed. One of the easiest ways, fastest ways, shortcuts that I've ever used in my entire life was using my money that I was getting from my full-time job and investing in my own self-education. I was paying for courses, coaching programs, masterminds, and I was joining these things to learn more about how to grow myself, my business, my network, but I was also meeting a ton of people who were just like me in the same program, the same course, the same journey, on the same ride as me, who were also trying to make it. And as a result, we formed friendships, we formed bonds, we formed strategic partnerships. One of the very first people at my very first mastermind I ever invested in was one of my best friends, Tyler Birdie. He did funnels, sales funnels, and I was the YouTube ads guy. So naturally, we became friends because we had complementary services. Ignore this, the supercar racing in the background, that's California for you. So naturally, my clients needed funnels and his clients needed ads, and we became friends and referred each other business. As a result, I met him because I paid for that mastermind to sit in and experience what it was like. I also met another friend of mine who was a podcast specialist. He was great at getting people who had a good voice and obviously a business to grow their brand using podcasts. He has his company, his name's Luis Diaz, top10podcasts.com. And I met him at that very first mastermind as well. That one event led to those two connections, and I was able to refer business to each and every single one of them and them back to me. So what's the point of me sharing this with all this with you? Look, you can do the free stuff, watch the free YouTube videos, right? Consume the free content, network around, and obviously try to add value and do that. One of the easiest ways to shortcut all that though is to pay for speed, because when you do pay for speed, people pay attention, especially the people you want to connect with. I paid for Sam Ovens Quantum Mastermind, $36,000 for the year when it was still running, and as a result, he paid attention to me. He saw my brand, he saw what I was building, and he was like, dang, this guy's pretty cool. And he ended up partnering with me. That opportunity wouldn't have came had I not paid to join his mastermind and drop 36 grand. Now, again, you might not have 36 grand right now. It's a lot of money, but what can you invest in? What course can you buy? What coaching program can you join? What mastermind can you join or sit in to experience and be around the type of people you want to be around? Because I promise you, go to these events, man, travel, get out. That's why we're here right now. Look at where we are. We just spent the last 3 days in person, interviewing people like Sam Ovens, Eric Huberman, right? Going to parties with Ty Lopez and meeting tons of entrepreneurs just like us. I will always travel where the opportunity is, because I know I am just one connection away from growing my business or meeting someone I can hire in my business further, even faster. Now, this one is probably the most important one, and you do not want to skip this, okay? So you become valuable, you got a skill or a nice network, and you're introducing people to each other, and you've paid for speed, you've joined a course, paid for a coaching program, been a part of a mastermind or sat in on a mastermind, and you're meeting people. But the biggest mistake I see people make, they are trying to take from other people before they actually give. You do not want to put anybody else on a pedestal, right? You want to position yourself as a player, not a fan, okay? Not a subscriber, as a player, someone who can actually play with them on their game that they're playing to help them get to their goals a lot faster. Okay, do not put anybody on a pedestal. When you meet people at these events, be their friends. Be cool. If you drink, right, ask them to go to the bar. Like when I was drinking back in my 20s, right, I was at the bars, man. I was meeting these people at the bars, having drinks, doing shots, sake bombs, and I was just having fun. And as a result, they liked me. I liked them. It was cool. We hung out. We made real connections, genuine conversations, and we referred each other a bunch of business. And they became lifelong friends. They became friends I still have to this day. Don't suck them off and put them on a pedestal. Become friends with them first. Friends help each other, right? Don't be a fan. Be a friend. So to recap, be valuable, okay? Add value to them. That's the easiest way to get more millionaires in your network and grow $1 million network. Number 2, okay, pay for speed. You can do the free stuff for a little bit, but like the fastest way to grow, I'm telling you, trust me on this, is to pay for speed. Join that course, pay for that coaching program, be a part of that mastermind, pay to play, okay? Number 3, be a friend, not a fan. That's the easiest way, okay? Those 3 things, I promise you, sound simple. I know you're watching this like, dude, give me the tactic, give me the shortcut, but I'm telling you, that's exactly what I did. That's exactly how I'm in this position right now. That's exactly how you're seeing me connect with all the people that you're watching me talk to on my channel. Just trust me on this. If you implement it and do it, you will get the results. Now, if you want a shortcut from watching this video, the easiest thing I can do to help you is by actually getting you to click the link in the description to join our free adspend.com school community. This free school community has over 3,000 plus entrepreneurs, agency owners, coaches, course creators, just like me and you, businesses from around the world, not just in the United States, but all across the globe, who are wanting to be on the same path like you. So if you're looking for a network, you can join immediately and connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs like us. Click the link in the description and join our adspend.com free school community. And then watch this video next.